99% of restaurants don't know how to remarket. Guys, how are you doing? My name is Brett Linkletter, CEO and co-founder here at Dineline. And in this video today, I want to talk about this. How 99% of restaurants don't know how to remarket. They're not even getting close. Let me just say this. And for context, if you're new to our channel and this is the first video you're seeing, I want to give you a little bit of context about our company. We've done over 2,000 restaurants in the United States. We run a restaurant marketing agency. We help restaurants grow and scale through digital marketing. And what's unique about what we do is we're not a creative company, even though we are pretty creative. We don't focus on organic content. We don't focus on getting you likes. We focus on getting our clients money. We help our clients grow and scale their business through strategic paid advertising that actually shows you when people walk through your door. And in this video today, I'm going to talk to you about after they walk through your door, what comes next? What should we be doing? But you're a restaurant owner and you're looking for better ways to remarket, you're gonna get a lot of value from this video today. So let's dive into it. I'm gonna show you how to remarket, and I wanted to start with the basics though, okay? So let's start with the basics. What is remarketing? Well, remarketing is a strategy to re-engage past customers using targeted marketing efforts. How does it work, right? Let's talk about how it works. Well, we can identify customers who have already visited your restaurant, and using tailored ads or emails or text messages, we can potentially bring them back. Remarketing should focus a lot more on building loyalty and maximizing customer lifetime value. And here's why it matters. Keeps your restaurant top of mind to your customers and your guests, right? It reminds your guests of the great experience they had with you, and it improves profits. Quick challenge for you guys. Without mentioning any big chains like McDonald's here on the left, can you name the last 3 restaurants you visited? Now flip the script. If we ask your guests the same question, would your restaurant make their list? Would they even remember the name of your restaurant? Okay? Because if the answer is no and no, again, you're gonna get some serious value from this video, so let's dive into it. Remarketing is a very cost-effective solution. Retention is cheaper than acquisition. I'm sure you already know this if you are a savvy business owner, but it's a lot cheaper. Okay, acquiring a new customer can cost 5 to 10 times more than just retaining an existing one. Just getting someone to come back is a much more profitable system, especially in the restaurant space. It increases your revenue. Repeat customers also spend 67% more than new customers on average. Why is that? Oh, they're coming back. They know what they typically like. They feel more comfortable. There's many reasons behind it, but on average, they spend more. Great food alone isn't enough today, guys. I'm sorry, but it's true, all right? Remarketing helps you stay memorable. Google data shows that retargeting ads can lead to a 50% increase in branded searches and a 43% higher likelihood of a conversion. Like I mentioned earlier, it's cheaper to remarket. The conversion rates are much higher. It's a great way to stay memorable, and it's cheaper, right? People need reminders. Everyone's busy. People often forget even the places they love the most. An email or a targeted ad could nudge them to visit again when they're deciding where to eat. I live here in Miami. I love it here. There's tons of great restaurants. There's tons of great restaurants opening. It's so common though for me and my fiance or our friends, and we'll go out and we forget where we went. We forget what was so good. If they just reminded me and nudged me, maybe I also would tell more people about some of these great spots I've been to. It's a great way to increase your word of mouth. Bring your customers back again and again, right? Boost customer loyalty. Doing remarketing is a great way to get people to join a loyalty program, and a great way to bring someone back if you're looking for additional ways and you're struggling is coupons, offers, complimentary appetizers if you want to word it that way if you have a fancy sit-down restaurant. But having someone come through and then giving them something for their next visit is a great way to drive repeat customers and drive additional revenue. So now we come down to the question, if remarketing is so beneficial, why aren't restaurants using it? And I'm sure some restaurant owners are watching this video and they're thinking to themselves, what are you talking about, Brett? I am remarketing. I've been doing remarketing for the last 10 years. Well, let me show you something real quick. So this is the high level problem. A guest visit a restaurant location. They might engage with that brand online, but the truth of the matter is every single month, thousands of data points are lost. And here's why they're lost. When someone visits your restaurant, how do we know who they are unless they booked on a reservation app? How do we know who their friends are, who the other guests are sitting at the table? You have no idea, and you can't remarket to them. That is exactly why I repeat myself now for maybe the 5th time. You are not remarketing. And maybe you got some people you're capturing a phone or email with, but it's definitely not the majority. We know that. We know that for certain after working with 2,000 plus brands. Instead, here's what you want, where you want to create a situation where guests visit your restaurant location, they might engage with the brand online, and every month, guess what? Instead of losing all the data, thousands of data points are captured and converted into more sales. But it's bringing people back. And if you bring people back like we talked about just a few minutes ago, there's amazing benefits to it, all right? Now, our solution to help restaurants be better remarketers is simple. We call it ACE. Activate your smart setup, capture data on these guests coming through, and engage your audience. Very simple. Now, in order to make your restaurant smart, we need to set up what's called activations, both in store and via your channels and platforms online. The more activations, the smarter the restaurant, faster it scales. It's that simple, guys. It really is that simple. So let's talk real quick about what is an activation. An activation can be many things. What we like to use are these little guys. These little QR code or NFC products we build. And what's cool about these, and it could be on a table tent, it can be a QR code on a menu you have, a print menu. I want to have QR codes around your restaurant in different places. And the reason why is with the right tech, our tech, we have a product called DISHIO that can do this, but you scan that QR code and it gives you, the restaurant owner, the ability to see who scanned it and then remarket. So let's talk through this though. I don't want to spoil the presentation. So someone comes through, they scan a QR code. The next move is we capture data. So when guests visit your restaurant or hit these links online, also like a link in bio or your website, right? We capture data and then we upsell them on more. Every tap, table, and touch point become a gateway, capturing information on the guests who dine with you or are considering it. So again, put these little QR codes or table tents all over your restaurant. Get the right systems on your website. So when people go to your websites or they visit your restaurant and they scan these QR codes, most likely QR code menus is what we recommend, by the way, you capture their data. Finally, with their data, we can use these newfound data points to engage our audience and increase our top line sales. Pretty simple, right? Through paid ads, email, or SMS, you can generate more reservations, promote your events, and produce more online orders or book more catering events. So get these things set up. Again, I love using QR code menus because someone has to scan that anyway, right? They scan the QR code menu. They're looking at the menu. That's part of the experience. We're capturing data on them when they're viewing the menu. We even capture data on what they're looking at, by the way, but I'll say that for another video. And we do all these other things, but keeping it simple today. We capture the data and now we can remarket to these people. Whether it's Instagram, whether it's Google, but email or SMS, there's tons of ways in which you can capture data and re-engage this audience. Here's the full loop. Using this ACE method, you can make your restaurant smart through DISHIO, giving your restaurant next level clarity and growth and opportunities. With DISHIO, look, you get the full loop. You'll get more guests coming back more often and spending more per visit. And over time, here's the beauty, guys. As your audience grows, so do your profits. It only gets better every single month. Because think about if you're getting 3,000 customers a month, 3,000 guests walking through your door, enjoying their experience at your restaurant, right? Well, if I've captured even a fraction of these people, over time, that list of more and more people is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, which allows you to remarket to a bigger audience over time. Again, whether it's through text, email, paid ads, whatever it is. And so now I'm at the point at the end presentation, guys, where look, if you've gotten some value from this video and you want to learn more, hey, easiest thing you can do is just comment below, ask us questions. We're always open to answering your questions, or better yet, book a phone call with us. And we'd love to answer any questions you might have. Or if you want to keep learning, keep watching more videos on our channel. We got tons of great content. And otherwise, I'll either speak to you soon, or I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.